Welcome to Vision Over Sense, man. It's your boy D.Rim coming at you on episode 7. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to all the episodes. We in season 1. So, I got a special guest. This is like my big brother, like for real. Like from another, for real. Also, he's celebrating his birthday. It actually was yesterday. So it's Team Aquarius up in his mug. You feel me? He's one of I call him the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But he don't need no introduction. He's one of the greatest drummers on the planet. Y'all get up for my big brother, Mr. Eric Moore, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing today?
Man.
Hope y'all amazing. Feel me? It's a beautiful day.
You already know, man.
Yeah.
How you been, man? How's everything going?
I've been good. Just working. A lot of work and busy. Just very, very busy being myself.
For sure.
Best way I could put it. Like, for me, I'm grinding.
That's what's up. That's all we can do is stay busy, bro. So we gonna jump right into it, man,
Let's
because I might have to make a switch. Yeah, I've been using DW for about, I don't know, all my life.
Dang, straight in, huh?
Yeah, you was one of the reasons why I was using DW. You and Rex Hardy.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden I get this message that you didn't switch, dog. You didn't went to Gretsch on us, bro.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
So what made you make the switch, man? Like, what was...
All right, so first off, for all of you guys out there that be thinking that I be switching up companies like that all the time, like I don't be making switches like that with companies. I've been with DW now for since I won Guitar Center Drum Off. So I won Guitar Center Drum Off in '03, and then '03 I won Drum Off, and let's say '06 I signed with DW. So I played DW drums for 20 years. In the last 20 years, I probably own 80 drum sets. So literally 80, 90 drum sets. I've owned that many drum sets, from the PDP line to all the DW collectors to every single style of woods, from rosewood, African mahogany, cherry mahogany, maple with birch. Like, I've tried all the different combinations of drums. Like, I've played all of these drums. I've been having a lot of fun with all of these drums. I have so many drums. I have a house in California. I have the house in Vegas. I have a studio. I have an apartment in California, and everywhere got a whole bunch of drums. When I say drums, drums galore. And it's a blessing. And believe me, all of you guys are always begging for a drum set, which is nice. But in my career of playing drums, I own a lot of drums, and I'm getting to a point where I love to be inspired. I need inspiration because I'm working and I'm doing so many different things. So when I sit down on a kit, I'm looking for inspiration. I've had the short stack, the bigger drums, the 8x7, 10x7, 12x8. Like, I'm getting to a point where I need something new. And to be honest with you, when I sat on some Gretches while I was on a tour, I felt good. I smacked the mess out of my clinic that day. The clinic was insane. I was in China. I was in China somewhere, or it was either there or my Italy clinic tour last year. And I sat on these Gretches, and they just felt insane. And I was like, the partnership, which is crazy, is a lot of people don't know that Gretsch was bought by Gava. And a lot of people might know that Gava and myself have a partnership with the electronic drum set company. I helped them create Gava Electronics. So for the last about 2018, so 8 years, I was in partnership with them, helping them create different sounds and snare packs and all different styles of stuff for the electronic drums. So Gava is the biggest distribution company in Europe. They distribute all over Europe and they have more than drums. They do more than drums, like cellos and violins and pianos and all types of different instruments. They're huge. And they've just been a major fact in my drumming for a lot of years, from putting me on clinic tours and just the business side of things, helping me to realize different things. It's been a blessing. It's been really, really dope. So the business side, as well as them owning Gretsch drums and them asking me for a multitude of years about playing the drums. And at first I wasn't at all like worried about it, but then I wanted to be inspired. After all these years, I have everything. I'm looking for something new. So it's not just me jumping or me, whatever people may think. Like, I made a decision on some drums that really, really inspired me, and that just gave me a whole new outlook on so many different things. So the partnership with Gretsch and me playing Gretsch drums is just, It's really, really heartfelt. And not just that, the people are dope and the drums are crazy. So the difference, though,
Yeah.
the difference in these drums, not just the tone and the tones that come from them and how long the notes last on these drums and how good they tune in and
Sure.
different things about drums, like the 8, the 10, and the 12-inch tom are all 5 lugs on top. And the way the tuning mechanism works is really, really quicker than the 6 lugs of a DW or Tama or any other company.
Yeah.
So it's only a few companies like Pearl and Gretsch who have five lug tuning systems.
Yeah.
Not only that, the drums are so heavy and sturdy. They're killing. Like when you hear them and when you feel them, they're very, very big and powerful. Their finishes aren't like DW is like a they do a lot of custom finishes because they have a person there. His name is Louis. Louis is the custom painter. So any drummer that you see with a custom paint job, which takes a long time, you got to wait a year or even longer to get a custom paint. Gretsch doesn't deal in custom paint jobs. They're more like really classic. They're classic with that black or that white or their wraps and different stuff like that. But you could always count on that great Gretsch sound. So it was just something that I desired as moving forward and getting older. Just like you said, my birthday was yesterday, and I'm just looking for a new stepping stone on drums and just being inspired to want to play something and do something different. Even playing different, setting up different. Just I'm looking for just difference. I want to grow. I want to grow.
That's what's up. So I'm glad you touched on that because honestly, I do have a Gretsch snare.
Amazing.
I have the maple one. I'm not
Cool.
even used. I've had that since 2006.
See?
Hasn't failed me. 20 years later.
See, that's what's crazy.
That thing. I think actually we was in Laughlin, bro. You changed the
Change the
to
head
your
for you.
yes.
I remember that one.
Still smacking, bro.
Yeah.
When I was on the show, I was like, yo, this actually smack. So now I get what you're saying. But question, so, because I know people talk about, different kits, endorsements, right? So what was like, does your mindset, like when you choose drums, like, do you pay attention to tone based on your personality? Do you choose the set based on the type of like gigs you're gonna do, like rock? I know because you play all styles of music.
Correct.
You play rock, jazz, hip hop. I don't want to say gospel, but
I do. I love
we.
gospel.
I mean, we
I
grew
like
up in
it.
church.
I like
so,
all styles of music. So playing all different styles of
Yeah.
music, I've just learned that different drums fit that. And it's not even the sound. So we could even backtrack to a sound of a drum set fitting a certain sound of a music. With playing PDP drums, it's so easy to just throw some PDPs in your car that you ain't gonna mess up.
Yeah.
So the simple fact that you could go get a full drum set for $800, $800 to $1,300, $1,500, which everything from 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 22-inch kick drum, snare drum, the fact that you could go get this amazing drum set for that low of a price is killing. And they could just throw them in the car, and if you mess them up, you mess them up. I look at it like this. If I'm going to go buy a drum set and I could throw it in my car real quick and get to the gig, I could use that for a year. Let's say I make, in a year you have gigs. Let's say you make $200 a gig, but you make $200 a month. You're going to pay for that kit within 2 months. Now you're going to continue to make money. Let's say in 2 more years, you're like, you know what? I want to upgrade from this kit to something else. In those 2 years, you should have made $5,000 to $10,000 off of that one drum set that you paid $1,500 for. Guess what? You could go take that drum set to your local guitar center, and they're gonna give you half. Or you could sell it to somebody else, or you could even give it away as charity. But if you sell it, you could get that good $600-800 for it, and you could put that towards something that you're gonna spend $2,500 on. Now we're moving on up. Then you could just move it on up till you get to the highest level of what you want to play. A lot of people only have 1 or 2 drum sets. Me, I liked getting different drum sets for different things that I was doing. So when you see me in the club at anywhere at the club, playing in the club atmosphere in Las Vegas, you might see me playing on a smaller DW kit called a Design Series kit. Those kits are cheaper. When you come to the crib though, you're gonna see all the collector's kits. Or if I'm out in Europe and I'm playing on a big world tour where somebody's setting up my drum set and I ain't gotta worry about it daily and I'm in an arena, I'm gonna play on the most expensive thing ever because that's the type of gig it is. But when you're playing a low budget rock gig that only pay you so much money a night and you're setting up and setting down your drums and you don't got a tech, why are you messing up good equipment? Why would you even take good equipment out? So it's not even about the sound of the drums because to be honest, you can make any drum set sound good. It's about the sturdiness that you need for the gig.
That's true. That's true. Now let me talk about this, and then we're gonna go to the next topic. So, Brian Fraser Moore said this because I told you I got a top 5 and you definitely in my 5. Brian Fraser Moore said one of the biggest things that he learned too while he was touring was a lot of artists, they like big kits, especially when you're doing like world tours.
Correct.
And the one thing I've noticed from you, your setup is incredible. I remember I came to your crib one time and I was like, yo, it's like so many options to just play on this mug.
Totally.
You feel me? So what made to you all that have been touring for a long time, what made you guys shift your mindset from, like you said, growing up in church to now the big stage? What made you transform your mind to being able to open up your mind to having a bigger drum set or having a bigger kit? Or how do you plan making a big kit? Let's just say that while you're on a tour.
You usually plan on your drum set size and whatever you're playing, depending on the music. So everything is pretty much accustomed to what you're playing. So when I would go out with different artists, I'm listening to the tones of what I'm doing on the gig. And from rock music to a certain thing, when I toured the album 13 with Suicidal, I played a big kit in the studio. So when I went on that world tour with them, I played a lot of drums. On their music, which was thrash music beforehand, I was able to get away. And I could get away at any time, but those days I got away with a 3-piece. We're in ragtime, 2 floors, 1 floor, whatever the case was. So as you listen to music, you start learning that what the artist needs. So when I'm playing in a show, especially on a huge stage, you start to hear what the tones are and for what you want to get across on the music, what you want to hear in these melodics of playing doom, 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 cat, doom. So that's doom, 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 cat, doom. So I might need 3 floors. Or if I play it, yes, I could play that with 2 rack times and 1 floor time. I could get across any way. But how I hear it melodically, I'm hearing those tones. So I want to play those tones in the show. If I'm hearing a deep snare, I want to play a deep snare on the gig. If I'm hearing claps and I'm hearing different electronics, I want to play those in separate spaces on the gig. So that's how it came about, and just being able to incorporate the bigger size drums to the gig.
And I've learned that from you too, especially when you heard me play before. I know I've learned how to make drums sound melodic. I know Teddy Campbell said that too, how to make drums sound melodic. And hearing you play, because when I first heard you play was when I first moved out here, and you did Blue Martini.
Correct.
And you did other gigs out here, and I used to hear how you played, and I'm like, he makes it sound melodic.
Musical.
And very musical, and I think that's what separates, like you say, drummers from musicians and artists. Because I know your drumming is more than just being a drummer. It's an artist. You're really an artist. And there's a clip as is went going viral that everybody knows that Eric Moore is an artist, and the clip that's been going viral is the one where you played the Missy Elliott joint.
Totally.
So walk me through that, man. Like, did you plan that? 'Cause I know a lot of people ask, like, did he rehearse this? Did he come up with it on the spot?
So I talked about it a few times, but
Yeah.
just to reiterate, it's crazy because I had a person tell me, like, that's your favorite song to play. Like, no. It's really not. But after you become, it's like that song is a part of my artistry.
Yeah, for sure.
And something that a lot of people know me for. So I like to give the people what they want, especially when I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
But that song, I was driving on my way to Aquarian, which is my drumhead company that I endorse. And I heard the song on the radio, and I was like, this song is killing. I should play drums to this. And so when I got there, I just pulled the song up on my computer, and I was like, I'm going to play to this today. And I played to a lot of different songs. But the way it did, I think the way it took off was not only did I play the song, a great approach to it, and didn't think about it. I just had fun with it.
Yeah.
The thing that made it really dope was that year, Missy Elliott had a crazy year. So I played the song when I did that. Then within the following like 6 months, she had came out with a Doritos commercial. And then after the Doritos commercial, she did Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it was like being Aquarius, like having that mind, you know how God be giving us the vision before it happened, or however it works.
Yeah.
Like it just played into a sequence. So after I played it, and then I came out, went big, Missy did this, and Missy is Missy. Missy is amazing. She's her. That has nothing to do with me playing drums. But the way it transformed and the way it moved was like hand in hand.
That's what's up.
So it just made it really viral, and it just brought that song pretty much like out of retirement. Song never left, but it brought it out of retirement.
Yeah, for sure it did, bro. Because I'm telling you, I forgot who the hip hop page is. She reposted every 2 months. Just to remind people, like, yo, y'all check him out. I'm like, listen, this is one of my favorite performances, but I know you got a lot of performances that I've seen. But I also want to talk to you, too, about, because we know when it come down to your chops, can nobody, I can cuss on my podcast, can nobody fuck with Eric Moore when it comes down to the chops. I'm honored that you allowed me to share with you a couple times and almost hurt my arm fucking with him. But one thing that people don't know, man, is how solid your timing is, though. Like, I don't like how people, like, you know, because they look at us as black drummers and
Totally.
they automatically say, oh, they're church cats, they're gospel cats, so they automatically feel like we playing a speed contest. But not knowing, I've watched you tour, and you got to give me the artist's name because you was on tour with them for a while. Played
With
for
Eros?
Yes.
That's the last one I was doing with in Italy.
Yeah, Italy. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So you played with him, and I remember you posted videos of you literally just playing solid for like 20 minutes straight. But everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Eric Moore, he's he the fastest drummer in the world." I'm like, but y'all don't pay attention to his timing, like clean, precise, and that's what I learned from you when you played here, because everybody just thought like, "Oh, he just chops," and I'm like, no, he does not. I was me and my mom, we always defended you like, no, this man cleaner than anybody in this city. Like, it made me want to be clean when I play. They like, yo, D.Rim clean. I was like, because I be hanging around Eric too doggone much.
It's all good.
So how did you go from you being, I don't want to say arguably, but yeah, one of the fastest dudes on kit to when you do those type of gigs, like, I'm not leaving it. Like, yeah.
I think a lot of people live in their own matrix.
Okay.
So when people live in their matrix, they see me on drums and they're like, he's a chop guy. That's all he does is chop. And it's people, not just artists, not just YouTube, not just Instagram, but they only see, they'll even say it on my Instagram channel. All you do is chop. Like, when are you gonna whatever? Y'all didn't watch the 3 videos I posted before because it didn't make it to you or to see when I played with that artist. And I did play a whole show. Like, I play a show every night and I play all pocket and I sit in a groove with a click. You didn't see that clip when I played to a click, and I buried the click in the music, and I'm playing in front of 25,000 people, and it's never a mistake. They don't pay attention to that. Yeah. All they see and all they think in their head is, oh, you just played a whole bunch of garbage and you're just saying a whole bunch of nothing and not saying anything. But what's crazy is that a drummer that can shed and can play 16 bars, as well as, it's like being in the gym. It's working on that jump shot. Yeah. So when we shed and we play and we trade, a lot of people don't notice that I'm playing solid time while you're playing all the chops. And when you get done with that 16 bars or that 8 bars, I'm going to hit the crash and I'm going to come back in and I'm going to play a whole bunch of chops. And I'm going to land on the 1 at the end of this 16 bars and I'm going to go back to playing the groove. Girl. Nobody never pays attention that the groove didn't speed up, the groove didn't slow down. The groove stayed the same while I paid attention to all of these notes being played. And I'm about to go in, I'm going to play a whole bunch of notes, but not just the notes. How I maneuver my left hand and my right hand, how I'm looking at the cymbal, how I'm about to do this cymbal choke. Then I'm going to go up and down with my hands, and I'm still playing hard, loud, and fast, or when I'm playing soft. I'm doing so many different things that nobody notices. They just think that it's all a whole bunch of throw up. But really, I'm in here working on my jump shot. Yeah. So that's how I look at drums, and that's how we look when we shed and we building up the repertoire. And I've been able to share with some of the best, some of the greats. Really, really amazing drummers of our time, like being able to sit down with these cats and have an understanding of what rhythm is. And then being able to, yes, play to the click, bury the click in my playing, being able to play on 2 and 4 and not move, being able to take away and have a conversation without saying the word and.
That's facts.
Every 2 seconds, be able to have an understanding.
That part.
A lot of people don't understand that. It takes a lot to be able to talk to somebody and to have a great verbiage of what you're saying, an understanding of what you're saying. And it's the same thing goes on drums.
That's true.
I got a vocabulary. My vocabulary is extensive.
That's facts.
Yeah.
and I'm listening to it. I'm listening to it for sure. So I'm gonna flip subjects because you speaking of shedding, I want to admire your stick company because you got a stick company called dopestickz. I know you released another line called Shedstickz,
Yeah,
which we talked about that because I actually used those in a conference,
for sure.
and I would say it's my favorite stick. I'm not just saying that because you're on the podcast, because I remember I think I got a brick from you,
Totally.
and I think it took me about 4 months to get rid of that whole brick. Like
Totally.
the durability on those sticks is amazing. So, tell me real quick. I got two more questions after this. 'Cause I know you
good.
busy
You
busy
good.
guy. Tell me about what went behind the vision behind your stick company.
So you just said it, man. Busy guy,
Yeah,
and to be able to mix and mingle and to come in and out of these different personalities that I have to have.
yeah,
So one day, or not one day, every day is I'm Mr. Dopestickz, I'm Mr. Social Media,
yeah,
I'm Mr. Eric Moore, I'm Mr. Homeowner, I'm Mr. Business Owner, I'm Mr. Very Creative. I have to sit down on the drums and still be creative and be able to do what I do at a high level. And it's a lot. It's a lot mentally and
yeah,
everything. But a few years ago, I came into fruition and I wanted to do something for the people. Like the drumstick company came about. I was with Zelgian cymbals,
Okay.
and I was playing a certain stick. And this drumstick that I was playing was a pink and yellow Zelgian 5A.
Mm-hmm.
And I played other sizes, but I could never get the stick in another size. And I told them, I said, could I get this in another size? They was like, nah, we only make it like this. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But then I noticed that this drumstick that I'm playing had a very, very huge impact on the world of drumming. And a lot of drummers start playing these certain sticks. So every time I look on social media, everywhere I look, drummers are playing these color sticks.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So I go to NAMM show. I get to NAMM show, and it's one year that I am excited because it was really, really dope that this stick is taking over. And I go to the booth, and they have all of the signature sticks, everybody's signature stick that they have. And at the end of the signature sticks, they have the yellow and the pink inside of the thing, but it's not a signature stick. And that's when I got the ding
Yep.
in my brain.
That vision came out.
The vision came out. I went on tour with Arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And during that tour, I ended up, creating the Dopestickz brand. And I had shot it to Zelgian at the time. I was like, I want to come out with these sizes and I want to do this in these colors. And I was supposed to have a meeting with them the following year at NAMM show. Like 1 year later, 12 months, supposed to have a meeting. When I got to the meeting, I wanted to sit down and talk with the guy. His name is Joe Testa. I want to sit down with Joe Testa and pretty much tell Joe Testa that I think that I have a product that'll be amazing for us and Zelgian cymbals, and with Zelgian drumsticks, I think it'll be killing. And I pretty much showed him this sample of a turnkey product. And that year, I actually did some clinics at NAMM show, and I sold my prototypes of the stick. And that could have been a mistake. That could have been the biggest mistake, but it was an eye opener to me.
Yeah.
And it was just something that I'm learning. I'm learning this business. I'm just want to show them that I think I have what it takes for this product to be amazing. So during this, I ended up selling 1,000 pairs of Dopestickz in 3 days. And before I had the meeting with Joe Testa on Saturday, and by the time I got to him, I don't think that he was pleased that I had already came out with the product, and I was just showing him that it would be amazing. And yeah, that's my because I was just thrown all the way off guard by how they treated me after that. And it's okay. It's a learning experience that I could talk about today. But at the time, I was hurt because I was with this company that I had given so much to, and they pretty much just treated me like I didn't mean anything. They sent me a nice email and was like, you know what? We good on you. And I was like, thank you, because God is going to make provision for me to excel in a whole nother way. Yeah. And it's been 6 years. It's 6 years this month. We going to the pandemic since I've dropped Dopestickz, and Dopestickz is amazing and has been amazing. And we are grinding. We have artists and more sizes. I only want to come out with 5 sizes. In the last 5 years, I have 16 different sizes. I have more than just the UV yellow and the UV green. I got black diamond tip sticks. I got ball tip. I have regular Acorn. I have 8As, 9As, 9AXs, 7AX, multiple colors. Dopestickz is growing.
And that's what's up, man. Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you,
Like I said, it's one of my. It's really. I use that. I've been using that stick since the pandemic, actually.
man.
Amazing brand. Yeah, so y'all go check it out because it was dopestickz.com, correct?
Yep, dopestickz.com with a Z.
Yeah, with a Z. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. He got the Shedstickz out too, right?
Oh yeah, the Shedstickz are exactly like I said, because you guys, we just talked about shedding. So I created a stick line that's more affordable. Like when you go into the music store, it's amazing. I love going to the music store and getting everything I need. But you go into the music store, you're gonna spend a good top dollar, and that's because the drumstick has to go through so many different hands before it finally gets to you. So when you're ordering off of dopestickz.com and you're getting your dope sticks, you're gonna get the best price ever on the most amazing stick ever. Then I came out with Shedstickz because Shedstickz is for shedding, practicing. When I'm shedding, I'm practicing at the crib or I'm doing a rehearsal. I'm not playing hella hard like I'm outside. So because of this, I'm not hitting that hard like that. I'm playing I'm playing a cool gig. It's really simple. So Shedstickz are perfect and they're very, very affordable. They're literally half off of the regular price of a regular pair of sticks. And they look amazing. They feel good. Sometimes you might get a difference in the weight of the stick or whatever it is because they're not matched. They're not perfect. They're perfect pair of sticks, but they're perfect for the price point and what you're getting across. Like they're gonna get the job done. So if you want to save some money and you don't hit hard and you're not super professional, like you're not Eric Moore, you're not Rex Hardy, you're not Brian Fraser Moore, you know you don't play at this high caliber of drumming, you're just chilling at the crib, get you a pair of Shedstickz. It won't be mad at all.
Yeah, I ain't been mad for years. Yeah, I've been totally satisfied with Shedstickz
You.
and Dopestickz. Yeah, man. So let me two more questions, man. I've been living in Vegas since 2020.
Okay.
Okay. There has been some challenges for me as a musician because I feel like certain people would let you in, some people don't let you in. They pick and choose, whatever. Well, I don't want to deal with this guy because I don't really know who he is, or I can't put him on his gig because they don't like how I play, type of thing. So how do you have you ever dealt with that before? And if you haven't dealt with that, what advice do you have for musicians that are dealing with that? That live here. I don't want to say in Vegas because it happens anywhere. But what advice do you have for musicians that are struggling to, I guess, to get into the right circle to get the gigs, the opportunities?
The best advice I could give, and that's not to step on you, is because we all have to deal with every challenge that comes with music.
Right.
No matter if it's getting a gig, setting your own gigs up, doing your own thing. I've noticed that before I moved to Las Vegas, I put it in the atmosphere that I would do certain things. And as an Aquarius, you should know that when you say something, you can have exactly what you want.
That's fact.
It's how you put it into life.
Yeah.
I desired to play at Dre's nightclub. I remember driving into Las Vegas during the pandemic when I moved into my house. So pandemic was March 13th. I got my keys to my house. March 18th, I drove in. The world is shut down. I passed Cactus, and I drove to the Strip, and I drove to Dre's nightclub, and I said, I'm going to play here. I'm going to be in this club. And within a year, I had the owner of Dre's in my inbox and asked me what I play. I played on the owner's birthday, at his birthday party, on the stage in front of everybody on the front row. Not just behind the little thing at Dre's next to the DJ. I'm literally on the front with the dancers dancing around my drums on his birthday. Amazing. Amazing. I got to experience that. That's what I wanted to do. And I didn't just do it once. I experienced it for about 3 months, 4 months residency. It was awesome. Really cool experience. And the same thing goes for when I got to play at Blue Martini. I didn't know who the musicians was. I just knew that I wanted to play that club because I heard that all the people be there on a Sunday night and that it's popping. And I want the opportunity to play there. And somehow I ran into the MD, which is Jamil.
Yeah.
And Jamil put me on. Jamil was going through something, whatever he had going on, and he allowed me to come play drums in his spot.
Yeah.
And at that time, Just like now, Jamil has brothers that can play and other people that could do the job for him. And it just so happened that he called me.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful and for the opportunity. But I really feel it's because I put it in the atmosphere. Like I wanted that so bad. I wanted to play that so bad. And it just worked. And it worked really, really good for the time it did. And I'm very grateful. Now, as far as different gigs that come and different gigs that go, you have to be presentable to people. So you have to be in the light to be able to talk to people, know people, go to the jam sessions, go to the Wednesday night funk jams, and put yourself out there that you're wanting to play this. If I never tell people that I want to play there, everybody, just like me, if I want a gig, I have to tell people I want a gig. I want to play with you. Because everybody thinks that because I'm Mr. Dopestickz and I'll be on world tours and clinic tours and I'm all this and I'm all that and I'm such at this level, I have to tell you guys, like, I want to play all music. I want to play with all musicians. I want to play with good musicians. I want to play with good people. So I have to put that out there. You have to put that out there. Now it's all about finding it, going online, knowing when the jam sessions are, when this is happening, and just pretty much just putting yourself out there, bro. That's the biggest thing. And then being presentable and being cool. I get approached by different drummers and they be like, bro, you so cool. I know, because y'all think that because I got this stature of all these endorsements and I got all of this, that I'm not approachable and I'm not human, which I am human. And it has its goods and its bads, but for the most part, I want to have friends and I want to be cool with everybody no matter what it is. I don't want to be taken advantage of, but I want to be able to be cool and have people that I could play music with and go bowling with and go to just hang out. Like, I want to have a birthday and people be like, yo, what we doing for your birthday? Yeah. Not I got to throw my own party so everybody could come to my joint. And, that suck.
Crazy.
That suck, but it's life.
Nah, man, I appreciate you saying that, because I don't think you remember. I talked to Lloyd about it, L.A. Anderson about it, and I was like, told my mom, I was like, it was two people that I said, I'm going to DJ at Blue Martini. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know how the hell this going to happen. Because you got Jay Nice back here. He DJ for Shaq and 50, and you got Yogi Styles at the time. I'm like, ain't no way. I'm just going to throw an atmosphere. And then, I ended up DJing.
Yes, sir.
I remember you was like, oh, you on the stage now? Like, what the hell? I'm like, because I spoke it. Like, so if you to say that, man, that's that definitely means a lot. And then also, too, man, I'd like to thank you, too, man, for being a big inspiration to my career. Because of that, I've been blessed to work. It's to the point where I got to say no.
Love it.
Because I'm working too damn much.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember I was talking to you. I was like, he was like, man, how you been? I'm busy.
That's what's up. Because I remember when you was like, I ain't busy enough.
I ain't working.
I ain't working at all. And I was like, it's coming. You literally came to the house to sit down and just chop it up and have some fun. I was like, bro, watch. You just got to put yourself out there.
Bro.
And now you too busy. That's what's up.
Like,
that was literally maybe, we 26. That was 24.
That was 24. It's 2 years ago, bro.
Easily.
I then came back from the Grammys and stuff. I meant to call you too. I'm like, dog, what, you see, I'm at the Grammys, bro. Like,
I love it.
All because I chopped it up with you, bro. So listen, man, I appreciate you. Now, question: you got to play tonight, right? At you do Fremont, don't you?
Not every week.
Not every week.
Yeah,
okay,
not every week. I sub in for a really, really dope band called Bling. So you could catch me maybe once a month, and I'm good. I don't want to play every weekend at Fremont, but it is a fun gig. So if you ever in Vegas and y'all hanging out like once a month, I do fill in for an amazing band called Bling. They do top 40s, and it's really killing on Fremont Street. Really dope band. So yeah, it's cool. Not this weekend. This weekend okay, I am relaxing.
Okay, cool. Well, since you ain't playing, I guess I'm gonna relax too. All right, cool. But yeah, this is Vision Over Sense. Shout out to my big brother Eric Moore, man, for coming into the show. This is really shocking because he doesn't say yes to everybody.
I don't.
But he's a really humble guy, man. I would say that too about you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Really grounded. You're very cool, because there's a lot of musicians that are not personable. They don't speak to nobody. And for you to be Mr. Dopestickz, like literally the legend himself, for you to like literally be personal with everybody, man, it's a blessing to me, because it teaches me to stay grounded. So again, I appreciate you, man, for coming onto the show. Make sure y'all go to dopestickz.com with a Z.
Yeah.
Get your sticks like right now. I'm about to buy me a pair right now. And And make sure y'all stay tuned. I know you got some clinic tours coming up in the
Yeah,
future.
I got a lot of stuff coming up. Japan soon, Europe soon, all with Gretsch drums. So it's about to be crazy. Just stay on the lookout. Follow my social media handles, Eric Moore _ II, Eric Moore II. That's me. And just pray for your boy. Life is not easy. Matter of fact, on this ending note, everybody, check on your friends, check on your loved ones. If you think about somebody, send them a text, send them a call. Just say, I was just thinking about you. Man, just that simple thing right there goes galaxies.
That's facts.
It's amazing.
Yes, sir. Well, man, Vision Over Sense, man. Episode 7, man. We are out. It's your boy D-Rim. Peace. D-Rim.